was just on. A classic. Huh. But I don't like it as much as Men in Black. Hi, Mackenzie. Welcome back. Looking forward to seeing John Cena and Randy Orton promo segment. Aren't we all? Just that, will they have an exchange of words, or are we gonna see Randy Orton RKO, like, you know, John Cena for the rest of the days until they actually have a match? Because that's a running gag that would be funny to me.
How do you possibly follow up Vegas? You come here to downtown tough for work. You open the doors to a sold-out Dickies Arena. And you serve a loud and rowdy crowd a guarantee of tables, ladders,
5, 6,
chairs.
7, 8.
Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford hold gold. They've been unrelenting in applying their brand of dominance lately. Tonight, the Street Profits have a huge challenge.
Not Montez wearing a cowboy hat. He looks good with Linda. They got a TLC match for DIY, MC, MG, and Street Profits.
They turned the Smackdown before Mania into their personal temper tantrum. Well, tonight, we decided all. A TLC triple threat, and it's commercial-free in the final hour of Smackdown. Plus, arguably the most dangerous man of all.
Yay, Jacob Fatu.
He's a champion here with solo support.
Yeah, so you all happy for him now, but watch you turn your back on him someday. Ooh, Tiffany Stratton. Oh, she got a bruise mark on her face, but whatever. You're still fabulous, and I love your pink. I love your pink suitcase. It's just slaying.
This is what the Smackdown after Mania sounds like and looks like. Let's feel the afterglow of a historic weekend in Vegas.
I would have put a bandage on my head.
WrestleMania week is taking over Las Vegas. The hype is just unreal right now.
We have fans from all over the globe descending upon our fine city.
Fans can also immerse themselves in
Thomas.
Nevada and WWE teamed up to get 25 kids from across the country a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
They stand and deliver. We will never, ever forget.
It was great. So The Rock just revealed that his whole reason of showing up to Elimination Chamber was to only help the sales, and Triple H is pretty upset by him revealing that, and so the rest of the world. But honestly, it doesn't really change nothing for me. Like, okay, he shows up. Like, it's great when The Rock shows up and all, but he doesn't necessarily need to show up every pay-per-view. Because he said that, honestly, he had nothing to do with John Cena. He just made the hype for John Cena. But, who knows, that might be a lie later on in the future. Hi, everyone. Hi, Freshly. So, if The Rock's words are true that it was just for publicity only, then it really doesn't matter to me. Like, okay, thanks. I did see that interview with Becky Lynch's daughter. It's cute.
I want to make moments.
Forgot it was Friday. Honestly, been up 24 hours. Been there, done that. It doesn't help that I am a babysitter, so that's why whether I'm given permission or not, I always sleep on the couch whenever it's nap time. It's okay. I bring my own blanket, so it's not like I'm taking a pillow or blanket from them. I bring my own blanket or pillow. And what they don't know won't hurt them. The child wake me up. The kid I'm babysitting is my personal alarm clock, so I'm not neglecting nobody. John Cena's, his promo's gonna be first. Ooh, you're wearing green today. But it's a dark shade of green. His shades when he was a baby face were much lighter. Now he's wearing dark shades of every color now. And I kinda love that little detail that he put. It's probably not that big a deal to anyone else, but that definitely matters to me. But honestly, that dark of a green color can only be good unless you mix it with other colors like black or yellow even. When it comes to his light color that he wore as a baby face, it could be worn with anything. Yellow, purple, orange, black, white.
That whole state champion, this is calendar year, and then leaves with the title in his turn for Ruin Wrestling.
His world is colorless now. Making the announcer announce him again and to take away his microphone. He needs to. Unfortunately, our new ring announcer will have to get used to this. This makes me feel like that old announcer, what's his name, that used to get thrown around a lot by the superstars back there. He wasn't an announcer, but he was the interviewer. Think what a bit. You don't need to watch me. There'll be plenty of times for that.
My sincerest apologies. I have been informed again that my announcement has been deemed disrespectful.
How can you say that when he didn't even get a chance? That's what I don't get.
Please welcome the greatest of all time, the number C-17, Grayson Fort Worth, with his presence for the final time, the last real champion, John Cena!
Thanks, he knows the drill. He knows the drill, at least somewhat. He took his microphone. Better him than Alicia, I guess. 'Cause there's no way he would yell at a woman like that. But yeah, I was hoping they would exchange words. I just thought it would be a running gag for him to RKO him until he finally calls him out for his shit. Like, okay, I've had enough RKO, bring your ass out. That sort of thing.
Was Randy Orton himself, and look who arrives on time here at Fort Worth. The Viper Randy Orton striking with an RKO on John Cena knows that his pathway to retirement with that championship on his shoulder.
I feel tension rising. I hear voices in my head. They tell me they understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. Hey, not a kid holding up a RKO me sign. You can RKO him. How about that, kid? I feel tension rising. So their last encounter together was back in 2017, and it was an underground match. I forgot when. If I recall, it was probably back in December of 2017, but I forgot what date. But either way,
Do you know what I found
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
24.
24. 7 years later.
Years to the day that you and I first shook hands. 25 years. I have known you for 25 years, and I mean this as a compliment. Up until a few months ago, you never changed. You were always about hustle, loyalty, respect. It wasn't some catchy slogan for merchandise. It was a way of life. It was your mantra for every day of your life. So I realized these last few months, I need to think long and hard about what's going on. There's a void inside you, John, a void that needs fulfillment. So I started racking my brain, and I started thinking about all of the fans.
Really even an interviewer said it.
And millions of kids
Finally won, and you're not happy about it, which I do not get.
That you have motivated, that you have been a role model for. These kids, they set goals because of you. They accomplished those goals and set more goals. Whether it was the track field, on the court, in the classroom, you made those children better. Generations and generations of children looked up to you. Surely that means something to you. You've granted more wishes than anybody in the history of the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
And my mom always says it's ironic because he doesn't want any kids, but like he says in all his interviews, there's a difference between liking kids and having your own kids, and I can't see myself having kids no matter how much of a great dad I would probably be to others. He says that he wants to just be his own person and just help out as much people as he can because the world will always need John Cena. John Cena's for everyone, he says.
Take it from me, John. You need to have some damn kids.
Whoa! He really said that?
Wait, could you imagine?
He really said that? Damn,
I
I didn't... Like, everyone wants to say it, but I respect his wishes anyway, but yeah, pretty much. Have some babies in your life. That's what Doja Cat says. Or did Nicki Minaj say that? I don't know. It was one of those two. Take some babies in your life to have some babies in your life to have to take away the drama or something. Isn't that Doja Cat or a Nicki Minaj line? I forgot which song. Damn it.
How dare you? How dare you prance out here with a smile on your face under the guise of making me feel better and then parent shame me in front of the whole world. Congratulations, Randy Orton. You have children and you love them. Good for you. Do you want to know the real reason why I don't have kids?
You say why, but you don't really mean it.
Because I've spent the last 25 years raising yours.
Exactly. And he says John Cena's for everyone. I don't want to say it like, I don't want to say it like he's trying to say he don't want to devote his life to having a family, but he kind of is at the same time.
For the last 25 years, I have been a better parent to your children than you could ever be.
Well, that's a lie.
That's right, kid. Your dad's a loser.
He's not a loser if he brings him here.
A 6-year-old just gave me the finger. Classy.
Yeah.
Very classy.
Well, you're taking it better than Chris Jericho did. Chris Jericho was having a full-blown argument.
It's why I don't have kids. I've been policing brats like this for a quarter of a century.
I can't watch it right now, so you're a lifesaver. Well, I'm no better, really. I'm not technically showing it because I can't, but I'll give as much commentary as I can to help enlighten. 95 years of kicking ass.
Bet your loser dad didn't teach you that one. Don't look at me like you're gonna do something either. Are we done here?
John, no.
Why are you picking fights? Picking the fights with the audience? Like, how pathetic can you be?
Deep inside your brain, you can't even hear what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, you're basically ignoring him.
These fans are the reason why you are here standing before me in this ring right now. They're the reason you're in Hollywood right now. WWE is why you made it to Hollywood and you are crushing it. You cut your teeth here. You honed your skills here. You developed your work ethic in this ring. You took it to Hollywood, and like I said, you are crushing it. Without the WWE, there is no Hollywood. And without the WWE universe, there is no WWE. No matter which way you add it up, no matter what kind of math you apply to it, these fans are the biggest reason that you were standing here today in this ring with me.
Yeah, it's just that the sad part about fame is that love or hate, they'll get rich off of all of it. That's the sucky thing about fame, is that no matter how much you love them or how much you hate them, they get rich off of your feelings either way. And that's what I hate about fame. That's like the dark side I hate about fame. So they could be the purest person in the world or the greatest asshole in the existence, but they'll get rich for it.
We all have our perspectives. I used to believe yours, that without them, there is no WWE. I used to think that we won together. I was wrong.
Snacks.
We didn't win anything. I did. I have never needed a single one of these people. They will chant.
That's a lie, but I'll go with that.
They will chant in the same breath. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks. I just called out a rando and he turned pale white. Imagine being told you suck for 25 years. They don't mean anything to me. You are just like all of them. You're all hypocrites.
You're a hypocrite for calling us a hypocrite.
You can put your energy into any
You can't fight cockiness with cockiness. That's what I don't get about Logic today.
I put my energy into anything other than this, I'm an outcast. I'm a guest. That's why this is dysfunctional. That's why this doesn't work anymore. That is not.
Then why are you still here? If this was a bad relationship, people would leave. But people are backwards and they go back to the toxic relationship.
Feel good that you have done nothing with your lives. The only thing that man right there has done is dress up to look like Jack Black.
I'm glad the cameramen don't pan to who they're talking about, because they want to spare them the secondhand embarrassment, even though like this is all act anyway.
As an outcast, a guest, for simply trying to do something different. You know what?
If you want to be different, you gotta do it right. That's what.
I was so stupid. I was so stupid to come out here and think for 1 second that in this weird, bizarre world where I'm a good guy and you're a bad guy, that you would somehow listen to what I'm saying. But the words that are coming out of my mouth, they're not penetrating your thick-ass skull, are they, John? Cody Rhodes, before his badass entrance music starts, it says wrestling has more than one royal family. You know, he's not just talking about his family, right? He's also talking about my family. You want Ruin wrestling?
Nepotism is alive and well.
Ever since I came out of my mother's womb, wrestling has provided for me. Wrestling will provide for me, my children, my loved ones, until I am put 6 feet in the freaking ground. Ruin wrestling? You're not gonna ruin wrestling, not over my dead body. Shut your mouth! You just don't understand, do you?
I don't understand anything happening with him.
I've already won 17, okay?
Okay, now what?
You've won 14. But after I take this home with me, you are forever.
If you have Cash App, I get you a pizza. I already had some.
Yes,
before the stream.
Another show. You will have other matches. They will create some tinfoil title and decide a champion. And if you are lucky to ever get your hands on it, your counter starts over at 1, you babbling moron. What I am trying to do, Randy Orton, is when I leave here, make sure 3 generations of your family is erased.
RKO time. That's such a weird stance.
You say you're the last real champ. All right, prove it right here, right now. Put that title on the line.
Hi.
Come on.
Yep. Yep. He ain't doing that. He will never perform for a live show. Smack.
No. No. And just like so many times over the past 25 years, I'm doing it to save your ass.
Save you. Save him.
There should be a match. Randy Orton versus John Cena for the undisputed championship.
That backlash.
But it shouldn't happen here. I've already given you a hard enough time. It's not your fault. It's for Randy. It should happen at Backlash, right? Because Backlash is in St. Louis. I know that's hard for you to hear, but for Randy, it's great because Randy is from St. Louis. So you can spend the whole day with your family, Randy. You make sure you show up well rested. Randy Orton at his best. Because I need Randy Orton at his best. Because after Backlash, when you fail, you will have no excuses. Take a good look, Randy. This is what the last real champion looks like. And this is as close to this championship as you're ever going to get.
Again, lies, but we'll go with that. Hey, you finally done something. You've been letting Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton kick your ass for how long, and now you finally have a cheap shot move that's successful at that. Because he tried to do cheap shot moves, they just didn't work until now. But hopefully, Randy Orton just buying himself some time to RKO. Yep, I knew it. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I knew it was to buy some time. And that's how wrestling is done.
He did it on Monday. He does it here on Friday Night Smackdown.
Hey, you you won't be champion yet, Randy, but you will be soon. I have faith in you because we have a few, like I think good 4 years left of you.
On the sight of Randy with that championship in his hands. And remember, just as much as we talk about Cena having just broken the all-time record,
If you're gonna be a heel, you gotta be a heel right. I'm just saying, John Cena, because this is what heels don't do. They don't get their ass kicked by the babyface so easily. Caught a peaceful moment, but nothing more and nothing less.
from Raw to Smackdown, Cena and Orton. Meanwhile, after 230 days as NXT Tag Team Champions, Fraxium has arrived.
Yeah, that was a better promo than the first time, but it was a sneak attack, so it didn't really count. But this was a few good clash of words that they had. Faxium. This tag team is coming here. That would be exciting to see. I love Faxium.
We're not slowing down. We will be undeniable.
They're fighting.
The high-flying, ultra-athletic Los Garza, Angel Berto against Fraxium. That is next on Smackdown here in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yay, Faxium. I like them to be drafted here. They're definitely the tag team we need. Because we don't have a lot of options for the male tag team division, and a team like Faxium would be the right team for either SmackDown or Raw, but most likely SmackDown. So
Skin problems made it feel like I didn't know which way to turn. But now
that was an interesting promo segment between John Cena and Randy Orton, to say the least. I can't believe he actually said that John Cena needs some babies in his life. He does.
After Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body.
Because John Cena may be a good person in real life, but he's just so stiff about things.
To free your mood.
And he's cringe. Nobody should be that, like, sometimes he's cringe, but nobody can be that cringe in real life and not have kids. I'm just saying, that's, like, odd to me.
They don't just hand me parts. They help me get back on the road. They've always got the right parts at the right price, right when I need them.
You can't be meme famous and not have kids. Like, that's like,
Advance Auto Parts is right around the corner.
that don't sit well with me.
This is how we advance.
To truly help those around us, we must advance technology to meet society's biggest challenges. Researchers at Drexel University's College of Engineering have discovered solutions on the nanoscale.
Final boss should be in the storyline,
now
I
studied by
believe, between
tens of
John Cena and
thousands of
Randy.
researchers
I told,
from more
like I
than
said
100
before,
countries around the world.
The Rock said he has nothing to do with John Cena. He just did it to hype him up. He had nothing to do with him, he
Solve
said.
today's most complex issues.
But I'm just buying that lie until he actually comes back, which I don't know when. That's just it.
That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon.
I'm just believing that lie until we actually see him, because honestly, we don't have any idea when we'll see The Rock again. Because he just shows up unannounced. He doesn't give, like, legit announcements all the time. People find out on their own, and then they, they just take their word for it.
Has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
So until I see some stuff like that, I'm not believing anything.
Tiene entregas gratis y rápidas. Tú agrega un chorro de cosas a tu carrito y nosotros te lo entregamos directo a tu puerta. Pídelo hoy y de un tipo te lo entrega gratis y rápido.
Hi, Jack. long day. Be around kids all like for 8 to 4 hours and tell me it's not a long day for you. Especially when that kid is not yours.
Fried pickles, pickle glazed wings, ¿y qué? Pickle lemonade? ¿Dónde están los fanáticos de los pepinillos? Amo los pepinillos de Popeyes.
I can tell when someone's lying. It's kind of a thing I do. Who are you? I am Felicity Price.
Oh my gosh. It's Cynthia Erivo in a new show. Pretty Miss Elphaba.
Pretty cool.
The hit series comes to USA.
Yeah, that ain't weird at all.
Watch Resident Alien from the beginning, tonight at 11 on USA, or stream anytime on Peacock.
Wade, it was just an outsole.
Whoa, that's a cool aesthetic though for Backlash. I love the rip picture effect that they have for it. And that's kind of a cool concept idea to promote it. Rip pictures. I love that aesthetic. That's like my favorite aesthetic to use when I'm editing.
On your way, Mason.
Axiom. Duh, you camera rookie.
Weight of 365 pounds. Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
Duh, you stupid camera rookie. That's not how their camera work is supposed to do for their entrance. They're supposed to shoot them face front first, and then they use their super speed to go up to the camera so fast.
That opens May 22nd, a chance to meet a WWE superstar.
They need to study their entrance better.
Universal Suites to enter for a chance to win. Wait, for a better part of the past year, Axiom, they were the best of the best at NXT. And then this past weekend, an excellent stand and deliver at WrestleMania. They were overtaken by Hank and Tank. Now, a really good chance for Axiom to set a new course.
Yeah, massive acquisition for the
Dude.
blue brand here by GM Nick. All his hats off to him for moving so quickly as soon as he realized Axiom weren't available now in the ring. That is Axiom, Spanish superstar from Madrid. On the outside is Nathan Fraser from the island of Jersey in the UK. What a combination.
I like Axiom. He definitely gives me Power Ranger vibes with his mask. But it reminds me of Sin Cara because Sin Cara had an exact mask like that, except that it had eyes on it. I miss him kind of, but I don't know what he's doing right now.
Fraser, really an erratic hothead, but they work so well together.
What location are they at? They're in Fort Worth, Texas tonight.
Hot start, fresh.
They're 1 hour behind. It's 7 o'clock over there in Texas right now.
Los Garza hasn't been able to breathe since the beginning here.
Message to the entire Smackdown tag division.
Perfect aim on that back foot.
Nathan Fraser and Axiom, welcome to Smackdown.
Los Garza have not managed to get a shot in the spot.
Into the cover and quickly Berto. It's Fraser off of him with the kick out.
Santos Escobar must be pulling his hair out right now. This has been a disastrous start for the Lucha team.
Well, Los Garza, it's interesting you say that because they've got an earful from Santos Escobar lately. He has been constantly trying to push them to the next level.
I'm impressed with that performance as well. Cheap move there from Angel Alberto as Axiom falls to the outside. Impressive start, but finally Los Garza in control.
You can do better than this. We the hungry deserve a better burger. Burger made to order and hand smashed into greatness. No longer shall we suffer the spatula of mediocrity. America, this is the burger we deserve. Today, we smash free. One nation, liberty, and extra napkins for all.
I managed to see the title card though for tonight. It's just that with it being the WrestleMania, Smackdown after WrestleMania. It's been posted pretty late. That's why. They do this all the time. Whenever it comes to pay-per-views, they always put the match card for, like, you know, live shows right after pay-per-views. They always put it late. Like, I think maybe like an hour before the latest, and I didn't manage to see it until like maybe 6:30. And I already posted the description because I wasn't waiting till 6:30 to do my description. And we're just getting that match with MCMG, Street Profits, and DIY, and then Chelsea Green versus Zelina Vega, the first match that, well, no, it's not the first match. I think it's the first title match that Zelina Vega and Chelsea Green will have. That's it. That's the first match they'll have, where it's on the line this time, because they had 2 matches but no title was on the line, but now they do have a title on the line, and Secret Service is barred from ringside, but I think someone, like, you know, will mess this up anyway.
Right now, you're pathetic. Rick, once you start listening to
Those are the matches, as far as I know. But we might have more later on tonight. Otherwise, we just probably will have like a Jacob Fatu promo. We just now had a John Cena and Randy Orton promo, and we'll have a Tiffany Stratton promo too.
Save money and be protected from mayhem.
I just wonder who Tiffany Stratton's next opponent will be. And Nia Jax has been mentioned. Like, you know, I heard on social media that she was pretty angry about not being able to show up at WrestleMania. I'm good.
Yes, Chef. April 28th on NBC and Vega. The Wi-Fi is booming like a IPO.
Those Garza from Legado del Fantasma in control right now. Angel and Gordo against Braxia making their Smackdown debut as a team. We saw them individually in recent weeks. Section for Axiom, who's trying to break free here in his native Spain. And he does. As Nathan Fraser springboards his way into action. And the
Looks like Axiom will be a part of SmackDown. That's good. They need one like him, like them. Rachel says hi. And he's gone.
Look at this. Senta into the cover. All that high revving energy and couldn't put it away.
Fraser has a cut on his elbow already. And now you're getting it, buddy. Your first cut on the live show.
Every time he runs the ropes.
You're so dynamic in there,
And see, they showed the watermarks for the matches already. See everything I predicted. Yeah, Tiffany Stratton promo, the matches, Jacob Fatu promo.
Was Angel with the kick, puts the leg, and getting that right shoulder up at the last possible second was Fraser.
Yeah, all the momentum of that moonsault combined with that kick to the jaw, that precision strike from Angel, and now it's the durability of Fraser that has kept Fraxian in this one.
And they are heading on up. We've seen how dangerous they could be with their teamwork from up high.
Oh, Fraser, you're in trouble! My goodness.
Super MTY now cleaning house. Exclamation point on this one.
Axiom.
Through all the traffic was the 5'8" Axiom.
What a more look at this. This is right after the super MTY.
He just threw himself along with Angel Garza, and that's what made it funny.
Breaking that up, it wasn't enough. Fraxian refusing to be denied here on their tag team debut on SmackDown.
Ajax able to survive that super empty run. I remember Tens landed on his feet a few
Hey,
weeks ago.
my goodness, Angel Garza has grown out his hair. I remember when his hair was like long, but not that long. But he honestly looks more hotter with long hair than he did short hair.
About this now, we are in a dogfight. Headbutt there too, and you've got to think of that acquisition of AAA that was announced on the weekend. That industry-shaking news. These luchadors are desperate to put their best foot forward.
The kick coming up top as Angel was climbing up to the
Triple
top.
H
And now
haven't built up anybody in the women's division to go against Tiffany, the only woman who could have a match with being Yep, but yeah, like you said, there's not much options really, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is Nia Jax, honestly. How I would love yay, Faxion wins their first match. That's good, give them the momentum they need. But like I was saying, they might go with Nia Jax anyway, just because they had a storyline together that was like, you know, put away. But it was put away for the right reason because nobody cared about Nia Jax that much. But they might go with it anyway. And yeah, Tommaso Ciampa cut off his beard. From what I heard, it was because he lost a bet or something. But I think in his mind, he didn't really want to do it anyway. And he looks older without his beard than he does with his beard.
I'll stay ready. That's why I'm him.
Who's this?
Me. I'm him.
You mean Kim?
No, me, him.
Oh, Tim.
Him.
Oh, Jim. Oh.
I am him. You need a Snickers.
Hey, you know you're not actually allowed to drink in a beer commercial?
Since when?
You gotta wait till it's done. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't understand you. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, will you marry
Save 2 times more for all of life's moments. With the bank, that's your ally.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamed of. The all-new Passport Trailsport.
Okay, so one thing I found out earlier that it turns out during WrestleMania season, Logan Paul wanted Stone Cold to dress up in a Prime suit, and he tried to pay him $1 million to do it, and Stone Cold denied it at the moment he said that. And so I'm like saying, yes, I'm glad Stone Cold, you know your worth, and you have lots of dignity, too much dignity to ever.
Oh, I get it now. Poison ivy.
To ever do something like that, and don't associate with people like Logan Paul, because I can definitely say that your beer is probably doing better than his prime.
We're all looking for some place to call home, but first you need a place to look for a place to call home, and that's homes.com, because it's the best.
I told you, you cannot legally say homes.com is the best.
What if she says it as Morgan Freeman?
Homes.com. I can get this. Homes.com.
No. Well, how can we not say it if that's our new name? Homes.com is the best.
The guy's just spamming quotes, and I don't
Just found this unbelievable sequin dress on eBay. From a seller who's probably a Vegas showgirl. So many good deals. Had to get these vintage disco pants too. Then I was craving something sporty. Found these in a sick cherry red, authenticated and everything. Thanks. I'm obsessed. Then I sold a pair of velvet flares to like a desert goth in Nevada. Cause last year I was a Victorian vampire, but now I'm all grunge and glitter. Yeah, eBay. It's the place for new, pre-loved,
Grunge and glitter. I love that. I want to shop on eBay for, you know, outfit, alternative fashion and J fashion, but people just be reselling it for more than they're worth.
Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort.
Step through the gates and explore 5 immersive worlds of thrills and excitement.
Wow, someone likes the signature look that I've always had.
Enter the WWE Universe Dream Trip giveaway today. Go to WWE.com/Universal Sweeps to enter now.
Money in the Bank will be coming your way from LA, and tickets went on sale today for Saturday, June 7th. Money in the Bank in Los Angeles. You can buy tickets via Ticketmaster and experience the non-stop excitement at Money in the Bank with on location.
It's June 7th, so that's before.
Unrivaled access, unmatched service, unforgettable experiences. Find your package at Onlo.
Yeah, we also got Money in the Bank to worry about because would somebody actually cash in on John Cena? And if so, who would? But it depends on who wins. So we have 2 options. Someone could cash in on John Cena or Jey Uso, but we don't know who they are to even determine who they would pick. And I love that outfit. I love that outfit today. At first I was going to say that's the outfit she wore at WrestleMania, but I don't think it is. Maybe, unless I don't remember. But I love how she kind of has like a flower shape on the broad part of her outfit. I thought it was a heart at first, but there's 3 of them, so I think it's a flower. Yeah, it's like a flower or an egg shape. But that's to give it some cuffs. It does look like a flower on the broad part, and the rest is just lace and her normal, like, you know, bedazzled glitter like she always has. But that's her color, pink and lace. That's all the aesthetic she always has. Tippy time.
That's right. At WrestleMania, in front of 60,000 people, it was tippy time.
And yeah, she did chip her tooth, but I think she has backup veneers in the meantime, so I think she's fine. But maybe she actually did get them fixed in time before the show. But when she was doing a press conference, she did have backup veneers.
I prevailed, and I walked out of WrestleMania, and still, your WWE Women's Champion.
Okay, now we need to know who's next in line.
And I was always told for the longest time, Tiffy, you're the next Charlotte Flair. Wrong. There may be only one Charlotte Flair, but I guarantee you there is only one Tiffany Stratton.
Wow, Jade Cargill. You were right, Mackenzie, but maybe. That doesn't necessarily mean.
Tiffany, cut it. Now I came here to give credit where it's due.
I love that outfit.
Was very impressive.
It's simple, but I love the little small, like, reflective triangles. I have an outfit like that. It's not triangles, but it's like a scale print of reflective, like, you know, prints. And I love that.
So I think it's time for me to remind everybody.
Have I ever wrestled? No.
I came here to WWE. I think it's time
And I never
for
will.
everyone to see why I came here to be a champion.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see Tiffany's boots. She has fur on the lining of the boots, and I love that. Even though that it's starting to be the time to drop those boots. It's getting way too hot for those.
Well,
but they match the Y2K or Gyaru aesthetic perfectly. Hey, yeah. They would have a, yeah, they would be the type to have a match. Yeah, I was saying that it's fine if Jade Cargill fights Tiffany Stratton, but I don't think it would be a pay-per-view worthy show. It's definitely a match for right now.
It matters when times are tight and saving
Because I
money
think
can really make a
with a
difference.
top star like Jade Cargill, it would be better off if she would fight, like, you know, Io Sky, or if Rhea Ripley become champion again someday. Because that was hinted right at the start, and I think they still want to go with that plan somewhat.
The real world, ready for whatever lies ahead, except for the following, which you're likely to find exceedingly difficult. Going to a 9-to-5 job, doing your taxes, putting on a duvet cover, taking off a duvet cover, realizing you're never gonna go
Boots
to
with fur.
this
Yeah.
guy knows what I'm talking
It
about.
started. I love those boots, but it's starting to become the season where those where fur boots are supposed to be put away. I mean, some girls like me would say no, but I would say yes and no, because I would definitely be too hot to wear my platformers with my leg warmers, but I might do it anyway depending on what I wear. But all else fails, I would just wear my sneakers.
Congrats, you two. Where is the hot sauce bar?
I need to buy some sneakers and some platformer Mary Janes so I can wear this whole summer season, because I'm going to be sweating too much in my platformers if I just wear those all the time. Too soon for Tiffany and Jade rivalry.
What song is this?
I just see this as a for now thing. That's why. This could be like a test to see how well this rivalry could work out, and do they want to make, who do they want to be a heel, like, you know, more than the other, because this storyline would need a heel, but we don't know who it would be, because honestly both girls could be a heel, but who could do it better? Probably Tiffany, because she had heel experience before she even came as a babyface, so probably her, but either way, they both are heel worthy. Do I like backyard wrestling? It's fine, but it's not something I follow up on or care that much about.
There's new color strong.
Let's do a milkshake. 2 milkshakes.
Chicken fingers.
Actually, can we get this to go, please?
Charge up to 178 miles in just 15 minutes. How it should be. The Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Lease a Hyundai Ioniq 5 for $239 a month, or get 0.99% APR for 60 months, or up to $7,500 EV bonus cash today.
Breathe bathroom. It's an outlet-free air freshener that fights odors for 45 days. So even after every flush, you know your bathroom smells amazing.
Well, this is one of those unexpected gifts that just arises every so often. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill meeting up here.
And now,
saying, you know what? Let's just do this. Now,
I gotta say, their outfits clashing perfectly together. Pink, I'm a sucker for the pink and black combination, because those are the J fashion of Jirai K are like always fashions I would love to wear the most. I don't have many yet, because usually Jirai K for me is fall look, and I only have one so far. But I just need to get more shirts, because honestly I could wear the same skirt forever. I just need to get more shirts. Jade was talking too loud on the mic. She needs to relax. It just feels like she would notice. I didn't notice, but she's good on the mic, so it's not like she's bad at it.
You call and Pat were on the call for her victory against Naomi. How about some of the displays of power we saw that?
Yeah, well, these are two great athletes in very different ways. For me, the key with Jade Cargill is that power. There was a moment at WrestleMania, she plucked Naomi out of thin air as Naomi was going for a blockbuster. I cannot stress, as an athlete, how difficult that is to pull off. The strength and balance and core power to pull that off is ridiculous. There's nothing you can do in a gym to train for that. It's just God-given talent.
Now here's an example of it. And Stratton. And look at that arm drag there. Tiffany, of course, herself. There it is, right there. It's in a backbreaker, just catching her in midair. But Tiffany herself surviving what was such a brutal test of endurance and a draining match against Charlotte Flair. When you reflect on it, as you see Stratton now coming straight in with that running hip attack as she had Jade up against the ropes. What impressed you the most with Tiffany against Charlotte?
Tiffany's ability to not be swallowed up by a more experienced competitor. What a big spine buster there from Jade Cargill. Hold on. All the pressure on the shoulders of Tiffany Stratton. It was a ginger kick out there.
Boy, was it.
Stratton is hurting here.
Well, listen, I mean, we saw what she looked like after the match. And again, just pressing down on the shoulders and able to get that left shoulder up.
Well, Stratton still has bruises all over her body, especially on the forehead there from one of the natural selections, I think it was, that connected.
She went for that knee, but instead, Stratton went right into the cover, and now a spine buster of her own as she punched the leg, looking to put away Jade, and Jade easily getting that left shoulder up.
You've got to think the kind of wars that these two women both went through a few days ago.
Let Jade win, and obviously it'll be Naomi.
These two are
I said that rivalry's not over.
You would not take this kind of match, but both are such competitors. They want to fight right now. I don't know how smart that is.
112 days as champion for Tiffany Stratton, but not backing down from any challenge at all. Saying it is Tiffy time. You know, it's hard to believe, Wade, she has been headlining. She touched the leg here. And once again, the kick out. She's been headlining for so long now, but it's hard to believe that this past weekend was Stratton's WrestleMania debut.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, she's been in massive events before, most notably probably at NXT, where she's been at the main event level there, and really parlayed that in super quick time to be the #1 in the women's division here. But don't forget, Tiffany Stratton 4 years ago had nothing to do with this industry. Perhaps the quickest developer ever, and in full control here against Jade Cargill.
Los hombres ponen su piel a prueba todos los días. Lleva su piel a su estado más radiante con la tecnología
Alexa Bliss would kind of show up because I wonder, like, you know, I honestly want Tiffany Stratton to fight all the blondes. I want her to fight all the blondes in WWE, and I wonder how it would work with Alexa Bliss's scary persona and her. And, like, you know, her Barbie persona, because that kind of gives me Wednesday vibes without, like, you know, Wednesday themes a little bit. What do you think? What do you think about the match between Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill? I said it's a fine match for now, but this is something I don't really see yet. And honestly, I actually don't see them fighting each other long term because, like, I'm not saying that it would be a bad matchup, but I'm just saying that they were definitely hinting more towards Rhea Ripley and Jade more than any of the other champions. There wasn't even a hint at any other person except those two.
Having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
I know it's late. You all have families, but I'm just going to keep talking.
Just add crayon. Crayon mango for you. Boss, you get a crayon pineapple if you admit this could have been an email.
You shouldn't have to wonder which farms grow the best flowers, or which local florist crafts a beautiful bouquet, or what handmade treats will go on. You shouldn't have to wonder how we transform I Miss You into just in time. Right, yeah, be there. to us thinking of you. After nearly 50 years, we've learned the most beautiful, thoughtful gifts come from the simplest of intentions, yours.
So once again, unfortunately I have to say this, and I know probably I'm going to lose a lot of subscribers for this, but I'm not cosplaying again in May because I forgot that it's Mother's Day in May, and I gotta put all my cosplay money into my mom. I just have to. I told you I'm not choosing cosplay over my family, so as much as it kills me to say it, I'm not cosplaying in May either. I'm gonna cosplay in June. I know for a fact I'm cosplaying in June, but in May I'm not gonna cosplay. Like I said I was, but I said it might change depending on my on my family's financial situation. And I have the money to cosplay for me, but I'm not gonna choose cosplay over my mom. My mom deserves this money on Mother's Day.
OGX weightless repair mist for non-stop damage protection. OGX.
Rhea Ripley should go to Smackdown. Tiffany needs more opponent, and Bailey should go back to Smackdown. Yeah. I just want them to team. I want her and Tiffany Stratton to team up. I want them to be a tag team together again because everyone loved that. Now that's the Wednesday and Enid vibe.
They are enjoying seeing this. Unexpected, but here they are. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargo.
And people still make fan art about those two, even though they haven't interacted ever since like maybe 2-3 months ago.
Who has what left in the tank? Here it is.
Oops. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. She tripped on the rope. Tiffany Stratton. At least it wasn't one leg. It was both legs.
Well, just shows you how powerful Jade Cargill really is. This attempt by Tiffany Stratton. Meanwhile, let me just catch you, turn it into a powerbomb. But that is why Tiffany Stratton is the champion. I'm still getting over Tiffany Stratton slipping on that moonsault attempt. Something I have never seen before. Tiffany's hurting here.
But I think it sums up the state of these two. This is not the fresh Barbie doll entrance we saw of Tiffany. This is somebody that had to get through the fire of Charlotte Flair.
Well, she won ugly against Charlotte Flair. She's going to have to win ugly again tonight against Jade Cargill.
We're going to create some offensive momentum, but instead, Jade and now.
But even though I'm not cosplaying on May, I still have something special planned. What you guys probably seen me do already. What you guys see me do already is that I always buy matching edgy shirts with my mom. So I'm definitely gonna keep that tradition intact. So what kind of edgy shirt do I have us planned this year? Because I actually will go into full makeup. I will go into full makeup and wig if I do something like that with my mom. What dance will I do with her this time? Because I always do a J-pop song with her, but I try to simplify it as much as I can because she just she tends to forget her simple steps so easily, so that's why it takes a while.
She looks to roll out of the ring and you can see the significant.
Someone's here. Naomi. Yeah, I knew it. They're not finished with this yet. That's why I said it's not ready. It's not time for Tiffany and Jade yet. They're not finished with that yet. Not until Naomi's gone completely mad on her, which she hasn't yet. But I love that caution tape outfit. It really does look nice on her.
Naomi decides to strike. Slamming her right into the post.
An unhinged and vindictive Naomi saying this ain't over till I say it is.
Last Saturday, it was Jade who got the best of her bitter rival. All the emotion attached to these two, and now Naomi comes in and interrupts the action in this match against Tiffany Stratton. After Jade was reaching for her back, was slow to move, and Naomi pounces on her twice now.
And where are you, Bianca?
As her body just drapes to the floor.
Yeah. You made an enemy out of her because she's going to be mad at you for interrupting this. Yeah, go.
And Naomi decides to exit on that stare down.
Oh, someone's here. I told you. What did I told you? Nia Jax is here. She is not done with her either. Like you I'm telling you, you guys think I'm silly. Like they were not gonna let this go. And wow, she got a little more spaz in her outfit. She has zebra print on her outfit and diamonds. But I wonder if she's trying too hard to be like Tiffany by glitterizing her outfits.
And this is a violent assault on the WWE Women's Champion.
But just please don't make her champion again because nobody likes her as champion.
I'm back for what's mine, Tiffany Stratton.
That was hers.
Well, this will be a tag team next week. This will be a tag team match next week.
That statement.
Us family got to stick together, even though Naomi said she kind of hates Nia Jax in real life, even though they're family.
For the WWE Tag Team Championship with DIY Industry Partners. But coming up next, Fatu, the new United States Champion.
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam, MetLife, 2 nights, and I will finally be hosting.
Didn't know what Naomi and Nia Jax are family. I mean, technically, yeah, they are now because Jimmy Uso is married to Naomi, so that makes her part of the Fatu family now. So, and Nia Jax is a part of I think the Anoa'i family or Fatu. I don't know, but either one is they're still one of the same. So technically, now that Naomi's a Fatu, she's a part of their family now, so that makes them family.
When you switch, not only can you save 20% versus the other big guys, the price of your rate plan won't change for 5 years, guaranteed. Sometimes it's nice when things
So it's gonna be Nia Jax and Tiffany at Backlash, most likely.
20% and the price won't change tomorrow.
There was a reason she was gone so long.
When it comes to whiskey,
Because she literally won the title, tried to win it back, and when she couldn't, she went in hiding. But Nia Jax is not one to let losses just be losses. She has to try literally like maybe 3 times until she's like, okay, fine, I'm done. But no, nobody believes me. I remember my storylines, and just because they don't make sense, just because they're just because they're forgotten about, doesn't mean they never happened.
Exacto. Por eso traje Red Bull. Te da alas. Solo hay que beberlo. Pero ¿cómo? Vamos.
Nia Jax deserves to face Tiffany for the women's champion. No, but that's all the only option they have, and the only storyline that makes sense for them. So they have to go with this.
Red Bull te da alas, pero solo si lo bebes.
Southern New Hampshire University hace posible lo imposible.
I hate Nia Jax anyway, so. And I think the fandom hates Nia Jax a little bit too because she talks too much shit about stuff she thinks she's entitled to. She thinks because she's privileged to that whole Fatu Anawahi thing that she deserves more stuff than she gets, which is not true because being a Fatu and Anawahi don't mean shit to me really.
Right now, Brick,
Jacob Fatu earned his place, so that's a Fatu who earned his place.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, the cost of this can hit you out of nowhere.
Soft, buttery, flavored pretzel crust is back at Little Caesars. And thank goodness, because fans have been saying things like, I'd fight my own family over pretzel crust pizza. Ice cold. I'd file bankruptcy for pretzel crust. Easy, champ. That delicious cheddar cheese sauce altered my brain chemistry. One bite is all it takes, buddy. Cool your jets, guys. Pretzel crust is back for $6.99 only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Skin problems made it feel like I didn't know which way to turn. But now, my path is clear, thanks to number 7 Derm Solutions. With an enriched formula, rebalance, soothe, and hydrate that healthier looking skin. Stop the cycle, rehab your skin. Tell me that you're in, killer. That might be foolproof.
Game on, Charlie, care.
But a great night here in Fort Worth, where Tiffany's Arena sold out crowd of over 11,000. 16 miles away from AT&T Stadium. Of course, was 3 years ago. That was the home of WrestleMania.
1, 2, 3, 4.
41 in Vegas, where one of the big stars of the night was Jacob Fatu, becoming the new U.S. champion.
See, this is a Fatu that earned his place in WWE and earned the respect of us. Nia Jax just wants to be entitled just because of her name. Being a cousin of Roman Reigns has slashed the bloodline don't mean nothing. Roxanne Perez needs to be done with NXT. I don't know why she keeps going back there. Because she's a top star on there. That's why they let her stay on there. But I have a feeling she'll move to the real brand soon because she's kind of like, you know, her like title, like, you know, attempts are running a little thin now. So she should, like, you know, try to come up here. She could actually be the one to fight Tiffany Stratton, honestly. I would love to see that. Because the last time they fought, it was when Roxanne Perez was a babyface and Tiffany Stratton was a heel. But now Tiffany Stratton's a babyface and Roxanne's a heel. So let's see how that would work. Vice versa. Would you describe yourself as a tomboy? I really love the t-shirt. I mean, yes and no, because I do dress girly, and when I'm at home, I just like, you know, wear the simple tank leggings or shorts. But so I guess. Thanks, I know you were talking about my t-shirt. This is a Ever After High t-shirt, like one of the only Ever After High clothing they ever had back when it was hot in 2013. But I had this shirt when I was 12, and it doesn't fit me the same as it did back then, but it fits me like a crop now, and that's totally fine with me. Because I don't do long shirts anymore. I did back when I was 11, 12, but I don't do long shirts that much anymore. I'm definitely a crop and tank person now.
Except me. They thought he was trouble. They thought he was too much of a risk. But you know who changed that? You know who made it all happen? It was me. I'm the reason
And see, I knew he would try and live off his. He would try to live off his success through him. Live his success through him. That's exactly what I said would happen. Solo Sikoa is. Yes, know your worth, man. Or say I love you, thank you, or something. He's gonna say it first. It's all hugging. It's all love and giggles now.
See, let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you.
I told you I was gonna win the U.S. title.
Not for you.
I told you the U.S. title was coming home to the family. And I told you I was gonna do it with you or without you.
And I would prefer without you.
And that's exactly what I did. So Texas, look at your new U.S. champ.
Yay.
You see, I know that this title makes me America's most wanted. Hell, I know that this title makes me a menace to society.
Hey.
At the end of the day, you better get in where you fit in. Because I'm all gas.
Ex-convict talk. He's entitled to a rematch, so it's all good. But Solo Sikoa, yeah, you can't live off of someone else's success. You didn't do nothing to help him. My friend and I were wrestling and our lips accidentally touched. Oh my god.
Let me talk to you.
And then what?
At WrestleMania, I guaranteed, I told you, you need a BFT, and my God, you ain't a BFT. I dropped it right there in your big fat mouth head. You reached out.
It would be cool if Fatu spit red powder. He's not Asuka or Shinsuke.
And you were able to beat me right in the middle of that ring. I'll give credit where credit's due. It can happen to anybody, any night. Anybody can get it. But you got to understand something. I walk back there and everybody says, man, you had a hell of a match at WrestleMania. But I ain't worried about having a hell of a match. I'm worried about winning. I'm worried about taking that championship. And if you can't understand what I'm saying is I want my rematch and I want it right now.
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. Drew McIntyre. Of course he would try at something like this. Yeah, but Damian Priest won't allow this.
Scottish Warrior looking at
They're 2-2, so one more match needs to happen with those two, I think.
With that much abuse that he absorbed, it's astounding that he's on 2 feet.
You know, Dallas, it's not always easy being Drew McIntyre. I mean, personally it is. Being tall, jacked, handsome, and much like Texas, I got some big guns. But professionally, I've been screwed over time and time again. Every world title match, the WrestleMania, I had to.
It won't be any different with any title. Not LA Knight and Jacob Fatu just leaning on a rope. LA Knight's just lounging.
I know you're not here tonight. We're not going to see you for a while, so I want to take a moment to say thank you. It was an absolute pleasure to embarrass you in front of your entire family. The next plan was challenge John Cena for the world title. And then Randy Orton jumped the line. The same Randy Orton. I mean, 3 weeks ago, I'm starting to wonder, everybody's a World Wrestling Entertainment or Nepo Wrestling Entertainment. Speaking of which, hi Bloodline.
You done yet?
I'll get to you in a second.
Yeah, continue on.
I've been watching Cena these past few weeks. I watched
they
him
just
tonight.
don't care about Drew McIntyre.
He's the same guy. He's a punk now. Drew McIntyre wants to fight the baddest dog in the yard. I want to fight the baddest champion in the yard. Jacob, I want to fight you.
Blah, 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 blah. Can somebody wake me up when this mush mouth is done?
Always with the jokes, ain't it? Always with the jokes. The only joke around here was your last U.S. title run.
At least I had one. At least I had one.
I would say your last title run was a joke, but I can't remember.
I can't remember exactly. Like, watch what you say.
So I'll tell you what, you got a problem with Randy Orton, go talk to Randy Orton. But right now you're standing here at a time, it's my time, when I said I want my U.S. Championship. But if you think that you want to make claim to that U.S. Championship, I tell you what, you think you deserve it so bad, why don't you come on in here and show me?
Okay.
Drew is not bashful about taking invitations.
Whoa, hold on a second there, fellas. I think we can all see where this is going, so before you two tear each other apart, how about I offer an alternative? How about
yeah, but it's a joke in a good way though, because I just love seeing, I just love, like, you know, the concept of these wrestlers going mad, like becoming crazy because losing or something.
One-on-one tonight, and the winner is the #1 contender for the United States Championship.
Yeah, I think Damian Priest is definitely going to interrupt this. Ooh, Zelina, cosplay queen.
He chose the green by count out. The last
She changed her hair, but I don't know what character that hair is supposed to represent. Because it's not Todoroki this time.
Women's United States champion. Where are your thoughts at?
Honestly, Byron, I know I'm known to have a big mouth and I always got something to say. But tonight is one of those nights where I'm actually speechless. And it's because it means so much to me. I've wanted this for so long. And just like my mentor, Rey Mysterio, who's a former United States champion, and Eddie Guerrero, who's a former United States champion, I kind of want to bring some Latino heat into my match tonight. And of course, just like how they do it here in Texas, you go big or you go home. And Byron, I'm not going home until I have that United States championship around my waist.
Zelina, good luck tonight.
The U.S. Championship match that Zelina Vega desperately wanted and earned. She gets next against Chelsea Green.
This will be interrupted, whether it's by Secret Service, even though, like, you know, they're totally barred from ringside. I think it'll be by somebody else, if not them.
WWE is partnering with Make-A-Wish to help grant more life-changing wishes to children with critical illnesses.
Zelina Vega deserves to win the United States champion. Yes, it's been. She was actually the first choice I wanted to be, the first woman I wanted to be the U.S. title. But she lost that chance, and then I was like, oh well, we still got the Intercontinental title, and she failed at that too. So I'm like, this is all WWE doing. Like, people want her to be champion of either United States or Intercontinental, but WWE just like has no faith in her, and I'm like, why? When she's so liked by the fandom, like that's the WWE. That's the WWE for you. Like, you know, they listen, but sometimes they don't at the same time when they when they have plans already for the superstars. They're all about trust the process. They're really a trust the process company, but sometimes trust the process doesn't always work out. Sir won his match at Mania, so he's not a joke. Yeah, but he won, but what does it do for him? Because it's not like it's not like any of the matches he won where he got a title. He's fine at winning matches that don't include a title, but when it comes to matches that do have a title, he doesn't win, so... When you're going to wrestle or be a staff person at okay. I'm never wrestling, but if you say I'm wrestling, I'll go with that, even though I'm not. If finding leaks and like, you know, being informed about a certain topic was a job, I would totally be rich.
It's the dust. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
I am like so genuinely proud of you. You are young, beautiful, hot, and you are keeping it very professional.
But I'm not rich. I'm middle class.
Canada Dry Fruit Splash. It's paradise in a can with a splash of real juice. Comfort is in our nature. Try Canada Dry Fruit Splash and sip into your comfort zone.
When I work with my clients and they ask me questions, hey, what do you recommend? You know, do I go with wood? Do I go with TimberTech? It's always a no-brainer for me. I'm always telling them to go with TimberTech, and they're always asking me, why TimberTech? There's 10 different options out there. And the answer is just grab some samples. I mean, there's just so many different color options, different textures. It's easy to work with, fire resistant, and the maintenance, you can't argue that. You want low maintenance, go with TimberTech. It really changed the game for me. What can I tell you? It's a great product.
Seems like the gladiators get a lot of positive social sentiment.
Innovation changes everything. One ETF, 100 innovators rethinking the world. Before investing carefully, read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more. Prospectus at investing.com.
He's everywhere. We're making you a shakaroni for $12.99.
That's right. I live here.
WWE 5 is louder than ever. And they're bringing the noise city to city. So get ready to join the action. 14 brand new events. Tickets on sale now.
And remember, we still have our TLC Tag Team Championship coming your way commercial-free. And now this United States Championship match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the Women's United States Championship. Introducing first, from Queens, New York, Zelina! Vega!
Hey, a couple weeks ago, perhaps you could say it was a fluky win for Vega when Chelsea Green was unknowingly counted out. But wait, last week, Vega proved herself.
Let's see. I hate this new music. Hip-hop does not go well with Zelina Vega. She was better with that Spanish and hip-hop theme that she had.
Well, that lack of secret hurt is protection for the jump on the back foot. But Green almost grabbed victory before things went downhill. Vega connecting with what is a super high run for the dog, adding further weight to Vega's demands for a title opportunity that tonight had been granted.
WWE Universe. Enter WWE's Dream Trip to Universal Orlando Resort Sweepstakes for a chance to experience Universal Orlando Resort's 4 theme parks, including the all-new Universal Epic Universe opening May 22nd, plus a chance to meet a WWE superstar. Go to WWE.com/Universal Sweeps to enter for a chance to win.
To Chelsea
She changed it. I pledge allegiance to Chelsea Green. I like it's Chelsea Green better. And that outfit's tacky. It just splatters of the American flag all over a gold lining. And I'm not really a fan of the whole like, you know, graphic pictures on the front of underwear or the back of underwear. Well, actually the back is better, not the front. But yes, her hat is slaying like always, but the outfit is tacky. Her last outfit was better. I love that gold lining, but not with the American flag. I know they're trying to go for the aesthetic of, like, you know, trying to look like the champ. It's trying to look like the title belt, but it's bad on clothes. It's not the same when it's metal. You can't put a metal design on leather clothes and call it a title look.
We're not here to protect the champ. They're here tonight. I'm sorry, who's protecting Zelina Vega? Zelina Vega, if she has no protection against somebody who's talented, as the champ Chelsea Green is going to lose, Joe Test. That's how this works.
Now, Vega came up with a very good win that we just saw moments ago, a week ago. Not title.
I don't discriminate on this channel, so if that's a.
The same referee for this championship match. He's had it out.
And I thought they were barred, but they still come anyway.
But he was the referee when there was that count out a few weeks ago.
Oh, look at how the fire has become known as fast count referee. I've timed that 10.
I love all sexualities, so.
All of a sudden, the secret Purvis takes advantage.
When you work on cars as much as I do, you learn what matters most. And for me, that's trust. What sets Advance apart is the people. They don't just hand me parts. They help me get back on the road. They've always got the right parts at the right price, right when I need them. Whether you just need your battery tested or you've got years of experience. Advance Auto Parts is right around the corner and ready to help.
This is how we advance. Drexel University is helping future nurses and healthcare professionals prepare for emergency situations before they happen. In our disaster simulation
pants
lab,
are
students
square
learn how to
and
apply
this
their
sponge
skills
is bob.
and work in collaborative teams while under the most stressful
I will
conditions.
not let you
Helping them to
down.
overcome panic and act decisively when called upon to save lives in the real world. By embracing experiential education, Drexel University is leading new thinking in healthcare.
I paint? No, I don't paint, but I draw. Painting is harder to do than drawing. And if I do paint, I have to draw an outline first, and then I can paint over it.
Subway's got a new meal of the day with a deal on a different sub
I
every
think Chelsea
day.
Green is losing her
Fresh
U.S.
beef
title
bread,
this soon.
fresh sliced meat,
She might hold it
fresh
until
chopped
SummerSlam.
veggies,
Yep, you might
plus
be
chips
right.
and drink. You got the perfect lunch at the perfect price. Your coworker went with the $17 salad.
No, but I kind of like her whole concept. It's funny.
Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day.
Cause I thought the Secret Harvest would play out would play out and be like, you know, stupid at some point. But it's been like even better since Elbow Fire came in. Two badass Scotland girls protecting your ass every time. What's more better than that? And you know, speaking of Chelsea Green, she stole from Drew McIntyre again, because at the Slammy Awards, Drew McIntyre won for Social Media Star, and Chelsea Green was nominated for that category, but she had the year of 2024, she lost to Drew McIntyre to that category again, and she stole the trophy, and she did the same thing, except this time the Secret Herbert stole it for her.
At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments.
And Drew McIntyre said, "You lasses are supposed to be on my side." You're from Scotland, are you? I can't do a Scotland accent, so that was bad.
The only thing scarier than a problem you can see is when you can't. We help you take control of your health. You can't see or feel certain health threats like radon. Air Things helps you see what's in the air you breathe. Breathe better, live better.
It's funny that they made like Chelsea stealing the trophy as a running gag, though.
Back here in Fort Worth, Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett with you. Women's United States Championship match. Chelsea Green looking to defend against Zelina Vega. We mentioned the fact that in the last two non-title matches, when Vega came up with a victory, the Secret Herbis, Piper and Alba, were not there to protect Chelsea Green. They've already played a major role tonight, Wade.
Chelsea gets nervous without her security team in place. She feels vulnerable at the mercy of any riff-raff who wants to make a name for themselves at the expense of a gem. Oh my God.
Look at the will and grit of Zelina Vega trying to fight back in the ring.
We saw a super code red last week. That was a super release German suplex connecting high.
I really wonder what character her hair is representing, because I have no idea. I need to obviously see later on Instagram, because she always says, because I always follow her and she says what her cosplay is inspired by, but I don't know at the moment right now.
0-5, looking to finally break through.
But I can imagine it's something from Demon Slayer or My Hero Academia. That's like, you know, where most of her inspiration for her gear comes from.
Sets her up. The running knee into the corner, and now Vega is climbing up top.
All over the place now is the champ, Chelsea Green. No clue where she's at.
Zelina Vega in position to win the championship.
Oh, huge meteora there, Joe. And that perhaps is the moment that Vega thought she had it. Wait a second.
I'm looking out the fire, just as you described, Wade.
A cheap shot there from Zelina Vega.
Cheap shot. She's clearly in it, but in giving time to Chelsea Green.
Oh my gosh, on the back of Chelsea's outfit, she has a black string to keep it together. That's not a good color to use if you're making it gold. They should have made it yellow. They should have made it white. White's a way better color to put on gold, not black. Especially when that gold is kind of a tan color. You out. You out. God damn.
Justice is served.
The Secret Herbis from the matchup, but it might be academic, because back in control is Chelsea Green.
That definitely means somebody else is interrupting this. Or not. Oh wow. Or not. My goodness. It was that easy all these years. It was that easy all these years. Yeah, but I don't like how they just gave it to her, basically. I wanted it to be more challenging than this. Like, yes, congratulations, you deserve it, but I didn't like that they made it so easy for you. It felt like they just gave it to you because they were sick of you.
Joe Tess, we are all in shock. The ultimate underdog in the women's division
So I'm glad it's you, Zelina Vega, but I'm just not glad how you won it.
I mean, weeks ago she said this is the target. She was dismissed, disrespected. You said flimsy wings to earn it. But she just earned that.
Oh, man. Hey, always so much that happens coming off of WrestleMania weekend. So much that happens that weekend that you forget. But don't forget the thriller we saw last Friday night with Carmelo Hayes coming out on top.
WWE superstars with extra large personalities is delivered by Papa John's. The Shakaroni is back at Papa John's. Order now.
There are few prizes in the industry like it. The annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle.
Oh yeah, Carmelo Hayes. He won the Andre the Giant contest. So where does he go from here? And just like Sol Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, is The Miz going to claim some of his success through him? Yes, I'm glad she won. I'm just not glad that it was like, you know, they were so casual about her winning. Because she deserves a bigger ovation than she did. I think, like, you know, the audience were a little confused why she won it this quickly. Because it seems like it would have been better and a much bigger ovation if she actually won it at a pay-per-view.
When it is all said and done, you will go down as the greatest Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner of all time. That's why I sacrificed myself for you.
No.
I have a vision for Carmelo Hayes. And to commemorate this major achievement, I got you something. Yeah? Come on, open it. No, come on. Yeah.
It's a big ass chain.
Spared no expense. Oh, damn.
That looks ridiculous.
Hey, you earned it.
But it's probably expensive AF.
This thing, this is bigger than me, Miz.
Exactly.
This represents a chip that's on my shoulder, okay? With this around my neck, I refuse to keep cooking. I refuse to be denied. Let's go. And in the true spirit of Andre the Giant, when I'm wearing this thing, I'm 7 feet. 7 feet. I'm larger than life.
That's probably what, 70 carats or something?
The 10th wonder of the world. And I am. Yes, you are. You know what? You just inspired me. I'm gonna go up to that ring and get something off my chest. Yeah, let's go. Hey, you enjoy this. Enjoy this moment. I'm about to make mine.
A major motion
If I'm lucky, some of Mr. Tentacle's talent may rub off on me. That's the vibe I'm getting when it comes to The Miz and Carmelo.
Disney chose T-Mobile to power real-time collaboration between remote production hubs. T-Mobile fuels Tractor Supply stores nationwide with 5G internet.
Mr. Talent will rub his tentacles on my arm.
of America to elevate the game. Business goes further with T-Mobile for Business.
Mushy bud, mushy cushy tushy bud, cakey bud, drop it on that heady bud, naked bud, put a Huggies on that bud, cause Huggies has more curves and an outstanding active fit. We got you, baby.
Get all the gold. Please, Rey Mysterio's 619 chain looks better than that comedically large chain. That looks like one of those John Cena chains you could buy at the WWE gift shop.
This is getting out of hand. All I ever wanted was to be the cool boss with an RV and a fun nickname. Now I have to know where a walleye is.
Hey, all that matters is that you bundled your RV and boat with your home and auto insurance.
And got great savings and coverage. Sounds like an expert outdoorsman to me.
I kind of overdid it with the decor, didn't I?
Way overboard.
It's $10 Tuesdays
KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. We take them on. We make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda you've ever dreamed of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport. Built for limitless determination.
New truck? Sweet.
I heard sweet, and your sweet mama is here.
Grandma! No, he meant that sweet.
Ooh, that is sweet. But you don't need me, sweetie. You need insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need. Where did they go?
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
Yay! Your mom's staying.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. NBC Sports Weekend Quiz. Moved by Pods.
The Miz, fresh off his custom jewelry shopping spree, is a near 10-pound takeover and outplayed the giant headband.
You know, since 2007, I've been an integral
Do they have a
part of
WWE store?
WrestleMania.
Well, technically,
But this
yeah,
year,
in Saudi
at the
Arabia.
highest
But let's
grossing
face
WrestleMania
it, only
in
rich people go
history,
there
I had no
to
match,
vacation.
no mention, nowhere to be
So
found.
yeah,
May I remind you,
I'll never go to.
I made a
I'll never go
visit
just to Saudi
WrestleMania,
Arabia just to do that.
beating John Cena, retaining the WWE Championship, something that Cody Rhodes, your chosen hero, could not do last week. And yet he gets the cheers, the pyro, the spotlight, and I get it. He was champion. He deserves to be on WrestleMania. But when Rey Mysterio comes hobbling in to WrestleMania, does he come to a fellow legend to fill his boots? No, he goes to a guy who's been here for 2 weeks. I've been here for 20 years. What do I have to do? Wear a lucha mask and call myself Rey? Then KO goes down. Orton needs an opponent. He needs an opponent. Do you guys want a guy who's beaten
The
Randy Orton
the
for
plan
the
was
WWE
apparently for Joe
Championship?
Hendry to
No.
actually fight the Miz, but instead they chose
want
Joe
a
Hendry
guy
to
who's an
fight him
internet
instead.
meme. A
But
TikTok
somebody's
trend.
coming in.
A guy who does musical theater in a wrestling ring. I am sick of it. I am sick.
Maybe this is where Aleister Black comes in. That's why they're standing up. This is why, maybe, I don't know. Or the Wyatts will kidnap him again. That would be funny if the Wyatts kidnap him again.
After opportunity, may I remind you.
I said, if it's not Aleister Black, it's going to be the Wyatt 6 return, but I don't know. But I just would find that funny if they would kidnap the Miz the second time around.
And I am
Awesome. It's dark in here. Yeah, it's Aleister Black. Come up. But I can't read that. Hey, come on. Why'd you zoom in so slow like that? I could have read that. Rise up out of the ground. Come on, they have to do it this time. Yep, you're back, man. It's so good to see you. That's why your wife won it, probably. Yeah, that's probably why Zelina Vega won. Your wife has to be happy too. Alice Aleister Black, my man. Oh yeah, I forgot he has a white eye contact. But that's something he's been doing ever since he went to AEW, because he didn't do that before. Did he? I don't know. I don't remember that one. Aleister Black.
Ultra dangerous Aleister Black is back.
People were hoping that he would be Randy Orton's opponent, but when they set a date for him, they was all out the window.
Especially relating to kicks. The otherworldly, the ominous, the eerie.
Yep. And now kick the shit out of the Miz. Cause I know your good leg work. I remember that about you.
Straight out of Amsterdam, Netherlands. Miz, what the hell have you awoken here?
Yeah, honestly, the Miz making lots of enemies of these dark characters, carrying across the Wyatt 6, Aleister Black. Like, how many dark persona characters are you gonna make enemies out of? Are you going to say something, the Miz? Exactly, like, do your kicks already.
What were we saying about Black Mass always being in the holster? Miz found out.
Give the devil his due. Welcome to Smackdown.
This is what happened, Miz, when you keep picking fights with these dark persona characters. You're gonna become someone's bitch, you're gonna get kidnapped more times, and you're gonna get kicked in the face.
This was talking about being disrespected, being left out of WrestleMania. That's how he got shut up.
At least his return was kind of more better than Rusev's, honestly.
And this is the scene right now with the champs, the Street Profits, getting set for the TLC Triple Threat match to defend the WWE Tag Team Championship. It'll be part of a commercial-free final hour. TLC Triple Threat. And coming up next,
commercial-free final hour. That's nice.
U.S. Championship. Drew McIntyre against the recent U.S. champ, L.A. Knight.
Drew, how are you there? I'm good there. Looking for your prescription? It matters when you're looking for savings. Looks like we're going to save money. There you go.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate it.
Where you get your medicine matters.
Oh, in a factory, there was a glove, a tougher kind of glove, like you never did see. Now the cloth is strong, strong, and the flames in the heart, and the heart's in the work does the life for the safe bag. Oh, oh.
JP Morgan Chase invests in manufacturing to help create stronger communities.
Make the green grass grow all around, make the green grass grow all around.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
This game just got a lot more interesting.
What? And if you don't have the right home coverage, you glad to kiss your savings goodbye.
Skin problems made it feel like I didn't know which way to turn. But now my path is clear thanks to number 7 Derm Solutions.
With an enriched formula, rebalance, soothe, and hydrate for healthier looking skin. Stop the cycle, rehab your skin.
$5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get 2 of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru.
BK, have it your way.
I see you looking at me. You're zipped. No, don't do it. You can't ignore me. But you know what you can do? Pop me! Come on! Pop me! It's a perfect solution and you would definitely not regret it. Pop me! Pop me! Pop me! Just do it! Pop me! Oh, no!
Pimple, meet your Mighty Patch. Gently absorb pimple gum for results in just 6 to 8 hours. From Europe, the number 1 acne patch.
Storyline rivalry is gonna be good.
The first of
Yep.
its kind. The Pizza Crispy Portable Cooking System. Now you have the power of a full-size air fryer in the palm of your hand.
That's all the Miz is good for now. Fighting the Dark Persona characters.
And story all in one. Lunch at the office. Crispy. Party favorites? Crispy. And it includes containers for small and big batch cooking.
Why do couples choose to sleep under smart bed? I need help with their snore. Sleep never does that. Thank you. And now get early access to Memorial Day deals. Save 30% on our most popular smart bed. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
Bigger isn't always better. Smaller AI models can deliver the right results and help reduce AI costs up to 90%. AI built for business. IBM.
It's the first major of the year for the LPGA Tour. Just spectacular.
Nelly Porter captures the Chevron Championship.
On NBC and Peacock.
Do you think someone might have Cena back at Backlash to retain his title? Yep, but would it be Travis Scott again? Because that would just be annoying now. Like, it was fine and understandable at WrestleMania, but if it keeps on being Travis Scott, it's gonna be getting annoying.
Unrivaled access, unmatched service, unforgettable experiences. Find your package at onlocationexp.com.
Because this is an example of what not to do with celebrity time on when it comes to WWE.
Bianca Belair.
Ooh, Bianca Belair.
Match at WrestleMania against Io Sky.
Wow, she's still going with the whole
Instant
Rose
classic.
concept,
Like
and I
one
love
of the
it.
best matches of the entire weekend.
This definitely gives off Zelina
Unfortunately,
Quintanilla
he didn't leave Las
vibes.
Vegas
only
on
the
stage. Can
only
you
with
tell us what happened?
the rose on her
my
bun.
fingers hurt, my feelings hurt. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I walked to the WrestleMania with a couple of broken fingers.
And I love her
but
earrings too.
It was all worth it. You know, we all fought to the end, and things may not have gone my way, but at least I can say that I am so proud of what the 3 of us were able to do at WrestleMania.
To your point, you had a great outing, but the match did not end the way that you wanted. Obviously, we know
And
Io
she
Sky
hugged
is
Rhea
still the women's
Ripley in
world
the back, so
champion.
it's all good.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Io, she found the perfect opportunity to capitalize, and I don't blame her. I would have done the same thing. Now, Rhea, she found a way to slip her way into a match that I earned, so I'm pretty sure this won't be the last time that I see her. But right now, I'm just focused on healing because I'm trying to get back to Smackdown. Because Smackdown is my home, and right now, my home is divided. So I know when I return, I got some unfinished business to handle.
Bianca, thank you so much and get well soon. Joe, Wade, we will anxiously await the return of the EST to our home right here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Rock needs to get him into the storyline because he needs to make up for not showing up at Mania 41. He said he wasn't going to, so.
They push the limits of what they're capable of.
But just to like, you know, make his like appearance not feel like pointless now. I'm just holding on to the hope because if the appearance of him being at Elimination Chamber for John Cena was just for publicity only, he wouldn't just say it like so casually. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it's just like, you know, just a lie he's telling, because The Rock lies online sometimes.
For the WWE Women's Champ, Nia Jax, the woman who Tiffany Stratton cashed this money in the bank contract in on and took the gold from her. Clearly, Nia Jax not want to forgive and forget, making a point that I'm coming back for what's mine, Timmy.
Hey, will they interact?
I don't care about this revenge you have with Jade, but when it comes to Tiffany and the title, stay out of my way.
As long as you proceed with caution.
Remember, only 15 days away from Backlash.
I love that line though. That's a good catchphrase to use for this gimmick that she's doing. But they dislike each other in real life, because what am I saying? I'm saying her real name. Naomi's real name is Trinity, if you didn't know. But when they showed a picture of that time when The Rock showed the whole bloodline family tree, her name was on there, Naomi, and Nia Jax was on there too, but she X'd out Nia Jax's name from that tree, so people were like saying, wow, she kind of hates Nia Jax in real life. But people didn't know, like, you know, whether it was real or because she was still a heel at the time. Because she was still a heel at the time when The Rock showed that family tree picture. And people were like, oh, that's understandable because she's a babyface and she's a heel, so she don't want to associate with the heel character in the family. So they, like, you know, thought it was because of that. But people thought it was like legit hate, that she really hated her in real life. And we're not sure.
Cable rail, composite rail, and glass rail. All on display to perfectly complement your deck. Always at the best price. No maintenance decks when you need your decking now.
Claritin Liquid is powerful allergy relief in an instantly soothing liquid.
Not only is it good for itchy throats, but it also relieves sneezing, runny nose, itchy, watery eyes.
It's easy to take, it doesn't make you drowsy, so you'll be good to go for whatever adventure you want.
Mazda?
Mazda. Come on, kid.
The Mazda CX-90 plug-in hybrid. It's made to move you.
Take advantage of this exceptional offer at Bright Bay Mazda.
Why can't we say we're the best home shopping site? Because while true, you just can't say that. What if we said it in Spanish?
Homes.com es el mejor.
No. What if he said it?
Homes.com. It's the best.
Homes.com.
It's the best.
Growing up together, I'm able to just be fully myself. You are definitely the goofiest person in the whole family.
Contact one of our local business specialists at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America.
Want a next level clean? Switch with the Whoa of Listerine. It kills 99.9% of bad breath germs for 5 times more cleaning power than brushing and flossing alone. Get a next level clean with Listerine. Feel the Whoa.
Let's do a milkshake. 2 milkshakes.
Hamburger, chicken fingers.
Actually, can we get this to go, please? Charge up to 178 miles in just 15 minutes. How it should be. The Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Lease a Hyundai Ioniq 5 for $239 a month, or get 0.99% APR for 60 months, or up to $7,500 EV bonus cash today.
Faraday presenta Ojos con Alergia y Picazón contra el jardinero. Y el ganador es Faraday Extra Fuerte. Para aliviar la picazón de los ojos por alergia, actúa más rápido y supera a Clarity y Promise aún a las 24 horas. Faraday, adelante.
The 2025 decking season is upon us at No Maintenance Decking Farmington. We are fully stocked with the world's #1 decking and railing, Trex. This year, Trex is featuring 9 decking colors with heat mitigating technology, so your feet will stay cooler to the touch compared to similar colors. With Enhanced Basics at $1.99, Enhanced Naturals at $2.59, and Lineage at $5.59, we have options for every style and budget. At these prices, there's no reason to go anywhere else. No maintenance decks when you need your decking now. Yeah, that ain't weird at all.
Watch Resident Alien from the beginning.
Not WWE.
On USA.
Skipping over Drew McIntyre's entrance.
What a scene here in Fort Worth. Drew McIntyre, LA Knight. Less than a week ago, they were each in their own massive WrestleMania match. And not even a week later, one central tie that connects them, Knight and McIntyre. That is the need to be a champion. And tonight, this match is made for the #1 contender slot for Jacob Fatu. Of course, Jacob Fatu, who just defeated LA Knight for that U.S. championship at WrestleMania 41. Nick Aldis, the general manager,
it's gonna be Drew McIntyre.
Came out earlier tonight when Drew McIntyre interrupted the exchange between LA
Jacob Fatu is slowly becoming a babyface now, so he needs to fight a heel. I feel like LA Knight will get a chance anyway, though, just because he has to.
Sin City street fight, and LA Knight, who had 2 matches last week on Smackdown, followed by a hell of a match with Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania 24 hours later. Neither of these 2 men should be anywhere near a ring this evening, but the prize, the potential prize at least, is so great that it's worth risking it all.
You know, you mentioned the damage that was done in the battles that they had. We had a visit with Drew McIntyre earlier today, and he even said some of his best moments in that victory of the Sin City cost him himself. I mean, the future shot DDT on the steel steps alone with him.
It's the kind of match and street fight against such a tough competitor like Damian Priest. You have to risk your own body in pursuit of victory. McIntyre knows full well what victory in WrestleMania entails, and LA Knight knows full well the kind of damage he'll have to incur if he wins this match and then goes on to face Jacob Fatu once again to try and win back that United States Championship.
That was a sensational showcase moment for the U.S. Championship on Saturday night of WrestleMania. Fatu defeated LA Knight.
Not a confetti flying from the ceiling.
He took the fight to Fatu as well as McIntyre. See the athleticism by Knight, and then the elbow from behind.
Leftover confetti from an old event.
Now McIntyre and goes into the cover, the lateral press. When the mid-air BFT was landed Wade by LA Knight, Fatu had the jump up moonsault attempt, and somehow, some way, the timing by LA Knight was just spectacular.
Yeah, it was perfection and intrigue that deserved a victory. Unfortunately for LA Knight in the particular match, Jacob Fatu just bounced too close to the ropes, but it shows you how close the margins are at very top level in WWE between victory and defeat, being a champion and being a loser at WrestleMania. There was virtually nothing in it.
A little too close with these two powerhouses.
Yeah.
Drew able to get out of the way and rolls himself back into the ring.
But it's the kind of match, you've got so much wear and tear on your body already. You want to hit something big as quickly as possible. You know your opponent is weakened, just like you are. Get this over with fast. Last thing you want right now is a long banger of a match.
Oh, McIntyre just sets it flat and juicy.
Oh my god.
The barrier shake.
Yeah, it feels like the barricade is always cheaply put down.
Those were the ribs that took so much damage last week at both WrestleMania and last week in those 2 matches on SmackDown. The megastar looking in big trouble here.
That is not to be dismissed. What happened last Friday on SmackDown when LA Knight, as you said, you felt it was poor judgment to take on Solo Sikoa and then go immediately into a tag team match that included Fatu, and Solo was looking to soften him up. Then he goes in against Fatu on Saturday night.
Well, Knight's biggest asset is his confidence, but at times it's his biggest nemesis too. I got a brainbuster.
Oh, from that height and that force with McIntyre coming down the brainbuster, and you can see McIntyre saying, boy, I thought I had it.
Well, the owner of that viral selfie, bored at work, LOL, none of
He did it again.
Well, it was one of the biggest hits socially of WrestleMania, but McIntyre is not in the mood for fun and games this evening. His body a constant reminder of the agony that he's feeling.
Oh man, right in the midsection, into the cover.
Once again, McIntyre too. We know the damage that he went through in the match, the Sin City Street Fight. Both men really showing massive wear and tear on the ribs. And look, you can work around a busted knee or a busted shoulder when the ribs or the spine are hurting. It is so difficult to pull off any move. Everything we do in this game requires twisting and using torque based on that core and that midsection. Nowhere to hide.
I can't even imagine what Damian Priest looks like this week.
I can't imagine what Damian Priest looks like this week.
How smart is McIntyre here? He smells the bullseye.
Don't worry. Hey, he'll interrupt this match, possibly.
Number one contender.
I just would hope he would lay off this time.
LA Knight wasting no time earlier tonight, coming right out into the face of
Only because I want Jacob Fatu's babyface run to be faster, but they probably will disregard this plan.
That made championship titles meaningless, and Drew wants his opportunity as well. He besmirched John Cena's name and said, I want to fight a champion who I think is the dog right now, the real test, and that is Jacob Fatu.
It's a braver man than most. I would not personally go anywhere near Jacob Fatu, perhaps the most scary man I've met in this entire industry, although this version of Drew McIntyre is not far behind. What a match that will be if it ever comes off. Just a 3 count away from that being a reality, and then the same could be said.
Turn things around. Snap suplexes. McIntyre did the brainbuster earlier, was lining up LA Knight again, and now look at this scene here. In front of a big sold-out crowd at Dickies Arena, 11,644. All that momentum and energy coming off WrestleMania, 124,000 on back-to-back nights in Vegas, and now a sellout here in Fort Worth. The Smackdown after Mania to get this matchup. Headliners to see who's the #1 contender for Jacob Fatu.
Well, just when LA Knight, the former United States champ, was starting to flatline in this match, he's turned back into that perpetual motion machine, blocking out the pain.
Jumping neck breaker, hooks the leg of McIntyre, and McIntyre kicks out.
And the people in this sold-out arena, Joe Tess, they're starting to believe. And that just creates the kind of energy that makes LA Knight want to give the people what they want.
As he comes in with that Glasgow kiss. Looking for the future shot DDT, but instead, get Knight. And 2 count. From Charles Robinson, the referee.
Trouble on the horizon there, hooking in that future shot DDT. LA Knight couldn't get out of that one quick enough. What do the people want?
LA Knight.
That jump off leaping elbow by Knight, he lands it. Could he get that rematch he wants? No. Shoulder up by McIntyre.
Oh, the last thing you want at this point in a match this deep, when your entire body is practically on fire, seeing your opponent kick out of one of your heavy hitters. Well, this might be the heaviest of them all.
He's looking for that BFT, but instead, McIntyre, quick to get out.
Weak midsection of LA Knight didn't allow him the power. Go for that guillotine on the top rope. McIntyre got out of there. Oh, don't drop the guard, Drew.
Slamming his head into the new reinforced announcer.
Yeah.
McIntyre somehow knocked out cold after that flurry of assaults yet.
With the spike on night.
Referee's missed the entire thing. He's dealing with
Okay,
McIntyre.
so I see how he get out of the way.
Just spike night.
Well, there's no love lost between Drew McIntyre and Solo Sikoa. Quite the history between those two. But don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's been like silver platter for McIntyre to win this.
Relying on the people. Yeah, I'm like, thank you. I knew you wouldn't really go through with it. I'm like, relying on the people who you partially blame for your failure. Watch out for the kid. Kid, back off, come on. Like, I know you're excited, they're close to you, but watch it. Yep. I love how the LED lights on the announce desk, they always have a rainbow of colors because they're like, you know, glitched out, so that's why. But it's so pretty. And there's this too. So what? It's gonna be a fatal 4-way or a 5-way or something?
If your legs work, start running. It's too late for LA Knight. Just a piece of meat, but it's savage.
The Samoan werewolf taking care of Priest and Knight. And the running hip attack. And the smash into the corner.
Well, McIntyre got taken out. With a seven headed through the table.
Jump up moonsault.
Because what's happening in the ring seems far, far worse.
Look at Fatu. This is how the title reign begins. With destruction everywhere you look.
So we can have a fatal 4-way or 5-way? I'm not sure.
The most dangerous man of all.
Thank you.
Because I won't be biased to say Damian Priest, I'll definitely go with Jacob Fatu.
Of the desk, the choke slam. McIntyre was put through it. But in the end, it's the new U.S. champion.
If someone else was champion though, Jacob Fatu, I definitely would choose Damian Priest over anything.
An absolute wild night
Yes.
here in Fort Worth for Smackdown. We saw the debut of Praxian come up with the win against Los Garza. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill were interrupted with absolute disruption in the women's division from Nia Jax and Naomi. The shocker of the night, Zelina Vega with the victory, and she is your new United States champion, hitting the code red against Chelsea Green. You know what happened with McIntyre and Knight here in front of us. And the big news of the night, it is coming your way in 15 days. May 10th, Backlash. It's official. Randy Orton, John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Hey, you know that we never played.
What a bloody mess. Joe Tess This is what happens when the dots come off the chain. Drew McIntyre's carcass thrown through this table by Damian Priest.
Wow, we actually get to see how it's made. Oh no, wait, that's the TLC. That's for the TLC match now. Wow, that's how they set up.
How do you possibly top this?
Daphne will be the
The
referee.
alliance of two men got everybody talking. Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman.
I am a revolutionary. I am a visionary. I stole CM Punk's best friend.
Yeah, I'm still confused. I'm still confused about this new alliance with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, but I need to do more. I need to do more research on it before Monday, because honestly, I still haven't found out, like, you know, why the possibility this, like, you know, new faction could bring us. But either way, should I really, like, you know, do research, or should I just let nature take its course? Because honestly, if I didn't find anything on TikTok that quickly, I assume, like, analysts, professional analysts such as, like, Sami Zappa and others, like, have no idea, kind of. And would CM Punk ever really team with Roman Reigns again? Hey, what would you name this new duo? Oh, this is the first we see of you. Oh, finally this interaction. You better not hurt hard truth. You better not.
True. When John Cena becomes so whack. Dog, there's two sides to every story, Oos. That's a real world champion. Someday when I grow up, I'm gonna be just like him. You already grown up, though.
Yeah. I was hoping for a better thing than that.
They are going to meet up in St. Louis.
I'm glad that they acknowledged that people wanted this interaction, but it's not the interaction I wanted.
WWE Championship. As again, the RKO was delivered by earlier tonight.
Earlier this evening, the Miz brought a little snack and he got black mashed by the shocking return of what Aleister Blackwell. Those two are going to go head to head next week, live on Smackdown from Des Moines, Iowa.
The following contest
Okay.
is a table, ladders,
and chairs.
triple threat match, and it's for the WWE Tag Team Championship.
Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. They can't do that much pyro. Well, they didn't do it in time because the pyros are right next to the setup chairs and ladders.
Wait, there was a good chance that the Motor City Machine Guns could have been celebrating in Vegas last week with championship titles, but a DQ ends up being the result in that match. Now the task is much harder here with TLC. Epic battles and legendary superstars await. Clash with Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso, Bianca Belair, and more. In Clash of Clans and laid claims of ultimate glory, down goes dead.
Oh, Tommaso Ciampa, I really wonder what your bet was. What have we here? He has some dates on his jacket. I wonder what those dates mean.
So upset by the circumstances surrounding it that they ended up completely hijacking the championship match we had last week. They felt that should have been their opportunity.
September 25th.
Well, now here's a chance at redeeming it all and remedy things for the two-time WWE Tag Team Champions.
And yes, I hate they changed their music too, just like Zelina Vega. What have we here, Montez? You kind of look a little... That outfit's a little... screams feminism. Or male stripper. Male stripper cowboy. That outfit screams. But, who knows? I bet this is all Bianca Belair's doing for creating such an outfit, because that definitely looks one of a kind, homemade. But I appreciate the life giving her man cool wardrobe too. But Seth Rollins would definitely pull off that outfit better than you. Only because he's the one who has the open chest looks.
This is violence. This is knowing exactly what you're stepping into and the line that must be crossed to accomplish the task as the tag team championships hang up high.
I feel like if it wasn't so open chest, I would like it more, but I don't like it that it's open chest like that. I think only people like Seth Rollins can put off an open chest look like that.
This is what you could have.
I like that. I like the hunger among these six men. As they all look up and say, there's the prize. Now let's go and get it.
That's exactly how it should be. Make your point this evening. I'll say right now, with the experience level, the caliber of these teams, the motivation, and of course, the stakes. This match has the potential to top anything we saw all weekend at WrestleMania 41.
Yeah, they just want to get right to it.
Going right to the ladder is DIY.
That's funny.
The kick right through the ladder comes from the Motor City Machine Guns, and now the Motor City Machine Guns and Street Profits square off Wade.
I gotta tell you right now, right off the bat, I will call.
Yeah, the classic let the baby faces exhaust themselves until they can swoop in and steal it from them.
To be masters of that speed, that motion, to get to the top of those ladders as quickly as possible.
And this is exactly what you're talking about when it comes to the style of Motor City Machine Guns as they go on the crisscross running attack. And now the teamwork coming into play as they go for their signature facial and they deliver it to Ciampa.
Dropping the heavyweight stuff right off the bat on the Motor City Machine Guns. Now they are a duo who have been screwed left, right and centre. There must have been 4 or 5 championship opportunities that have gone back.
Oh, he went for the 5-hole dive, but instead Gargano was there with the steel chair.
Playing tennis with people's heads.
Oh, and the steel chair right to the gut of Tez.
Not the scanning purchase sticker still on the chair. Johnny Gargano has.
Did you hear the thud of Johnny's head into the post?
Forehead against steel, driven by one of the most powerful men on the roster, Angelo Dawkins. And that just speaks to the power game of the Street Profits, who have come back, re-energized, refocused.
I mean, wait, look at this right here. Dawkins got clear sailing to retain the championships.
It could be a cakewalk.
This is going to be easy for Dawkins.
Johnny Gargano and Ciampa out cold, and thankfully for the Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin is there to try and slow things down.
Sabin came out of left field when Dawkins was all alone, and now Shelley is in there as well, and getting hold of that left leg and putting it through the slot of the ladder.
Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck. Hey, that's
That is how
scary.
you shred an ACL. And this thing has got so ugly right from the word go.
Oh, now Motor City Machine Guns are in there as Gargano comes down and is able to take care of Alex Shelley.
Motor City Machine Guns taking out those months of frustrations on DIY who have made their lives a misery at times, I'm sure. The Machine Guns regret coming anywhere near WWE. They've had long, successful careers, but they've never faced the kind of adversity they have faced here on Smackdown in the last 3 or 4 months.
This has just been non-stop, full throttle. Tables, ladders, and chairs for the WWE Tag Team.
That was a funny hand movement.
High right now. All these teams have tasted gold in their lifetime in WWE, but it is the Street Profits that have been the most dominant recently, as this is how they try to put forth their 3rd title defense as the ladder comes crashing down on Tez.
Just when we thought on the heavyweight slugger, Dawkins is back up. Just when we thought we finally got some consistency, some order in the tag ranks, DIY blew that out of the window, and we're back to the chaos we had for months.
And now the 360 splash corner to corner by big Angelo Dawkins. He has the power and size advantage. Was thinking about going up top and delivering, but instead he's draped down and in such a compromised position by Sabin and Shelley.
Oh, man. Don't fancy any of that, thank you.
No.
I mean, normally it's Tez who goes up top. Dawkins saw some magic happening there, but may live to regret it.
Sabin on the outside, he's quick to grab the steel chair. And the crowd reacts to that. A sellout here in Fort Worth. Oh, they're lining up the chair. Oh, the basement drop kick through the chair. Right to the head. The brutality of this.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting close to writing Dawkins off for the rest of this match. And if Tez wants to win this thing, he may have to do it on his own, but even that's looking bleak now. Why not?
Oh, man, the missile drop kick through the chair. So
You're forgetting DIY.
Have taken damage from the Motor City Machine Guns.
What a devastating hit that was, that chair being drop kicked into the forehead of Montez for the damage clearly already done.
Thank you. Yeah, you
To
forgot about
Dawkins,
that.
the champs looking worse for wear in this one. We may see a title change the way this is going.
You would think so. Ramming that steel chair into the head, just sliding it.
Dawkins is getting messed up the most.
Tables, ladders, and chairs matches. This is about as vicious as it gets. What are you doing?
Oh. You got so lucky there, Montez. Cause I tell you, you are terrible when you throw yourself at. You are terrible when you throw yourself at the superstars. You're so lucky that they moved when they did.
Look at this.
See, that was really off the edge. You're lucky that the MCMG was a little bit leaning to the left or right.
This is that championship caliber that the Street Profits returned to WWE with several months ago.
We are so thrilled to be bringing you this tables, ladders, and chairs triple threat match, commercial free, as the Street Profits look to retain, and they will if Tez can climb that ladder and secure their championships back.
You're too far away, man. You need to line it up better.
Outside, I guarantee you not one of them is going to give up no matter how much pain they're going through.
Oh, wow.
With the goal on the line and fingertips touching there from Montez Ford.
Montez almost did grab it for a second. Now it's just swinging.
Fighting side by side as Johnny Gargano looks to take advantage and go up on his own.
The distraction. They're gonna tip them over.
Which is the case here. You've got to get those things up so quick to get any chance of grabbing the goal. Oh God. Twisting flatline out from that height. Fifth on the sixth.
My God. Oh. Wow. Oh. Nah, he wasted time. He wasn't supposed to win. That's why he bought time. You're not supposed to win. That's why he bought time. Cause nah, if it was anybody else, they would to definitely win it right then and there.
Absolutely ridiculous.
But the title is just swinging everywhere now.
That was denied by Angelo Dawkins coming back from the death.
And now Dawkins and Johnny side by side as the championship swing overhead. No, Angelo Dawkins returns the favor.
The silencer that will shut Johnny Gargano up potentially for the rest of this match. And may well do the same for the man delivering the move, Angelo Dawkins.
And now the newly clean-shaven Ciampa.
The newly clean-shaved.
Here, Chris Sabin is trying to deny him. And now
watch out! Tip it over. The ropes. They caught the ropes.
Chris Sabin managed to save himself. Ciampa took a nasty hit to the groin, to the armpit.
That's because he held onto the ladder.
But that steel chair, that weapon of choice. And now Tommaso Ciampa, around the neck of Alex.
Oh my God.
Gargano, that's just pure evil.
Oh my God. He just swirled around the chair just swirled around his head like that.
A Louisville slugger. That torturous device.
Now the ladder's just bouncing on the ropes.
There is no let up in this TLC match. Thank God it's commercial free. I couldn't imagine missing and turning away
Thank God it's
for
commercial
a
free.
second. This is outrageous. Just awesome stuff to determine the tag champions. You know, you said it earlier tonight, Wade. A group of men, angry and hungry. They were not on the WrestleMania card. They are proving what they're all about right
They haven't
here.
used any tables yet, so that's why they're buying some time.
He's saying, oh no,
Oh no. Yeah, you're going. The point, yes, that was like the heel part of the chair. Do that to him, thank you. Yeah, yes, that hurts, man. I was like, do it to him.
We have chairs
You might as
and
well.
we have ladders everywhere. Strewn ringside and through. Watch the top of those chairs. And the back of Gargano.
Gargano's eyeballs popping.
Yeah, you did it. Get the tables. Yep.
We're going to the outside. Street Profits are saying, let's get tables in the act now.
Well, starting to understand that you can climb that ladder, but be pretty certain one of these teams is going to get up there and stop you. Do the damage now while you can. You have the upper hand. Reinforce it at the exclamation point if you can.
Ciampa's back on his feet and pulls down Big Dawkins. Slams his head on the apron. There's a super kick. And in doing that, it puts Ciampa right to that electric chair. No way. No way. Blockbuster!
They all saved him. He landed perfectly this time. Maybe it was a little higher than intended, but like I said, the guys saved it. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why it worked. Because he totally missed all of those guys. It's just that they had to group together in order for him to cushion him a little bit. Because he totally missed everyone.
We got bodies everywhere. We got a sellout in Fort Worth. The Smackdown after Mania. TLC triple threat. Championships hanging high. And yet the Warriors are out on the floor. Beating the hell out.
Whoa, what is that? What is that? A bionic leg? I was like a, yeah, it was like a prosthetic leg or something. What is that?
As Taz now bridges the ladder.
That was weird. I hope that was.
Can you believe the assist from the front row?
Because I know people with prosthetics are a thing, but those are expensive, so I wouldn't use that as a weapon.
They're laid out once again. Weapons of war everywhere you look around ringside. Alex showing no way to protect himself on the Sicilian psychopath with the fresh shave. New face, same vicious Tommaso Ciampa.
Dawkins is laid out on that table.
Better watch their eyes here.
You start to wonder who has what left. Everybody has taken damage. Who can dig deep at this point in a TLC triple threat? Running his face right to the edge of the table that was on top of the ladder.
This has been the most appalling, heinous, merciless TLC match
Heinous, merciless.
history.
Wade, it is so bad, but it is so good.
Good for us, certainly not good for the 6 men.
Good for us.
They actually end up winning the goal. 4 of these men are going to be incredibly disappointed as they perhaps sit in a hospital bed this evening.
I mean, how do you possibly wake up the
Yeah.
next day after this? The splash.
Are they even concerned about the titles anymore?
At some point in a match like this, somebody has to step in and slow some of these guys down.
You better aim right on this one, because if you don't, you're gonna get hurt.
Has gone flying 2 times already, including the blockbuster, including the corner.
You better aim right. Yeah, because if you didn't aim right, you would have gotten hurt.
We've had 2 tables go down with warriors willing to fly through the sky.
2 tables going down, but 6 bodies going down. Again.
Street Profits, DIY, and the Motor City.
And so you'll aim right when you really have to, but when you're trying to hype yourself up, you won't aim right.
Triple threat for those WWE
It's insane.
Tag Team Championships. The Smackdown after Mania, and these 6 men out to prove themselves.
All 6 men with a competitive psychosis this evening. apparently an obsession with going nuclear in that ring in pursuit of winning the gold. Gold that neither man has got anywhere near for the past few minutes. They've been so bent on attacking each other.
It has just been destroying each other. Nobody's even put a ladder near those belts for many minutes, as it has been all-out brutality of destroying each other. A big boot by Ciampa.
Weapons of torture hidden behind it.
Remember that ladder is bridge.
Whoa. Oh yeah. I thought that was blood. I thought that was blood on the ladder for a second, but it's just the ladder snapping. Yeah, those aren't real steel. I forgot what they're made of, but they said that the ladders are real. That's why they were able to break like that.
It's all on you, Gargano.
Gargano's going to finish it right here. DIY in position, but no. Met by the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley.
And that may have been DIY's greatest moment to win this thing.
And now Gargano's trying to fight off both Shelley and Saban. And if he can, he will have a clear path. As Johnny, he's on that table.
Slingshot DDT attempted.
That was the attempt.
Blocked it.
He was looking for that slingshot DDT. But instead, the combo.
Now throw him. Or kick him into there, yeah. Or no.
They're not lining up skull and bones. They're not lining up skull and bones on top of a table.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Hey, you both got hurt in the process.
I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I've seen it all.
A move that devastates anyone it connects with. Under the table.
And that other dude got the worst of it.
Listen to this crowd. We said earlier tonight, how do you possibly have an encore to WrestleMania 41 and what we saw this weekend? The all-time classics with Seth and Roman and Punk, or Io and Rhea and Bianca. You come to a tough town like Fort Worth. You bring tables, ladders, and chairs. You put 6 desperate, hungry warriors together, and you go for gold like DIY.
They might win anyway.
Moments away from winning it is Ciampa.
So they are supposed to win so soon? Oh no! Jeff Hardy moment. Jeff Hardy. But it's not as high. It's not as high. Pinata! It's like pinata, yes, exactly. Pinata! Oh, he's gonna drop there. Oh, that's crazy. Do it, Dawkins, do it. Do it, Dawkins. Do it. Do it, do it. Come on, do it. Oh, man. Oh, man. What happened to you? Oh, Dawkins, I'm worried for you now. Okay, you alright there, Dawkins? He looked like he was crying there for a second, so that's why I was concerned.
And watch that destruction. Could not believe their eyes. Thank God it wasn't us.
Thank God it wasn't us.
Motor City Machine Guns have steadied themselves, and they will simply bring the ladder into position.
But Joe, I don't know how much about this is thinking we've got all the time in the world and how much it is that the bodies simply aren't moving fast enough, but
Alex Shelley is getting a free ride as Chris Sabin guards it. And now he throws the chair at the head of Shelley.
Oh, I thought he avoided that.
moments. A fourth one is waiting in the wings. And Gargano smells victory.
I don't know.
Remember, his partner took the mid-air spear and went through a table. And now Johnny Gargano
Are
is
you gonna hang from there too?
Chris Sabin is there to meet him. Whichever team removes the championships become the new tag team champions. Sabin is touching one. Gargano has touched one. They're trading right hands and left hands.
Montez is gonna tip the ladder, ain't he?
Everybody on their feet here in Fort Worth, and it has been like that for the better part of a half hour.
Come on, do it! Oh. Yeah, that's scary. Oh, wow. Okay, you retained. Oh, maybe not. Or not. Oh no! That's not a position you should have been in. No, that's dangerous. Oh dear. Oh, it keeps on teasing. Okay, so he's climbing the middle. He's climbing down. No, that's insane right there. That's insane. They climb the middle. Somebody's gonna tip it. Okay. Yeah, that was hard right there. That was hard. Okay, retain you shall do. Yeah, just do it. Just get it. That was insane. That's how you retain a title. You should hang. You should hang from the hook and then let them lower you down. That would be epic. That was amazing. That was like that. This literally made the whole show. Like I never thought a match with the only tag teams we have in SmackDown would be the greatest match of all the after WrestleMania shows.
Wow! You could not fit a piece of paper between these three teams.
Because a normal match with all these guys would just be business as usual, but they decided to make it a TLC match, which made it more good.
Every which way. We even had a prosthetic leg from the front row used as a weapon.
Poor director is trying to get us some replays. We should just replay the entire match.
We should replay the entire match, because everything was a highlight, no lie, yeah. You're right about that, Wade.
The skull and bones through a table.
How is that not making a match? How is this? As Tommaso Ciampa gets speared for about 15 or 16.
No, but that human pinata / airdrop was the best thing. I was just concerned about Dawkins for a moment.
The mid-air spear by Dawkins is just one of the highlights. As good as it gets. The third defense in their second reign. 42 days they have been tag team champions. And this will be
Good night, sweet prince.
moving on to the ladder was tense.
The 6 heroic performances are just what it was like. Tez had it in the bag.
Yeah, I really thought he lost it right there, because that was really a stupid move at first to just go through the ladder. You should have went more inside, but he just left his whole head out. That was bad.
To survive it and win this match.
Imprisoned within that ladder.
But that takes some talent to just walk on the inside of the ladder, and then just go outside.
The two-time tag team champions.
He took his time because when he was unhooking it the first time, the latch went back, so he had to do it a second time. Did you enjoy it? What does it look like? Would I say amazing if it wasn't? If I didn't?
The damage that Tommaso Ciampa took tonight. This man went for it and was willing to pay the price. They all were.
This was amazing. This is the better After Mania show, I would say. Even though much didn't really happen to, like, much didn't happen to, like, move the storylines up a bit. They just, like, basically just had promos. That's all they did. Aside from Zelina Vega's match, but I didn't enjoy that match as much, even though I was happy for Zelina Vega winning. This is definitely the match I enjoyed more, even though I had a feeling that Street Profits will retain. But at least everyone's had their chance, and MCMG, I feel bad for them, but this was definitely the match they needed to have closure, because now I have no idea who could go up against them. Yeah, but this was the Smackdown show, everyone, and I liked it better than the Monday Mania show. And what wonders await us for the rest of the time until Backlash? I don't know, but we will see sometime soon. And I still have to do some more, like, research of my own to see where these storylines could go, because I'm still at a loss, but I'm sure something will come around by the time I look on TikTok a little more, because I honestly have been not on TikTok as much anymore. I don't know why, I just haven't, but that's something I need to get taken care of. And if you didn't hear before, I'm not doing no cosplay in May. I'm going to skip cosplay again, unfortunately, but June will be the month I will go back to cosplay officially. But until then, I'm just going to get matching t-shirts with my mom, and we're just going to have a little video of our own like we always do on every Mother's Day, and I'll just treat her, because in the end, cosplay is not the priority. My family will always be the priority first before the YouTube business, and I don't care what anyone has to say about that. Your opinions do not matter to me in the slightest when it comes to my family. And what else do I have to say? I guess. What else do I have to say? I guess. I'm trying to think. Oh well, I guess it's not important if I can't think right now. But thanks for watching anyway, and I hope you'll join me yet again on Monday to see where the storyline goes. Peace out, y'all.